These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. 54. Here we go, Snap.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
80 weapon. Yes. Check three.
Second and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Go. Mike 35. Let's get it together. Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
That's how we
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Bioski.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, check 24. Check. Yep.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Come on. You better bring it. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Shoot.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Down to lose 1.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down of the process. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Yo, go. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
35's the mic.
They're going to look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, 50, 10.
I'm about to take you to school.
Mike, 35. Ready to go. 35.
Check.
Yes.
The mic. Hey, man.
2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. And this
rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. 2nd and long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. A loss of 2 there, second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
54's Mike. Hey, seam 6, 5.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake.
Watch the whip.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. 2nd and 2. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of a yard there, now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Shoot. Bang, bang, bang.
2nd and 9 now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Time to end it. Zoom. It'll be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Hey, 43 is the mic. Bring it. On the ball.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's...
It got his man complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
To number 86. A gain of 12. 1st down.
This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Mike, 50.
Now.
55, Mike.
Wild Bill. Mike 55. Let's make go.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
All day, baby, all day.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey.
Eat.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're greater.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken short.
at some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. So this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, fellas.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Go.
2nd and 4. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hey, Charlie.
3rd
Look at me. Zipper. Hit it.
Back to throw here.
Let's go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
6 yards.
Out. 3 down.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey.
I got it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 37.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let him know. Let him know. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
They'll set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he's got room. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Samson Abukum coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Here's 2nd and 8. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
And the pressure gets to him again. Samson Abukum picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Yeah.
That's what I do.
Hey, put it right.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Hey, you don't want to see
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Come on,
the Bengals drive about to get going.
Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Right there. 54.
Go.
Right there. 54.
Hey, Haywood.
All day.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Be triple.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go!
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. McCaffrey on the counter. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
43's the mic. Cut. SOS.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
43.
2nd and 11.
Check, 43.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Samson Abukum able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll come out in the pistol. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, Delta. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ship.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
I got it.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on, set. 3 and read. Mike's 43. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Set.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
They can't stop me,
Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
Fire.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Ready.
Again, it's Mixon. And some room to maneuver. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
218, chop, shoot.
Looking to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Alpha.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Hey!
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he